Bear witness to the greatest podcast ever created. The Smelling Salt, starring Mr. Moonshine.
Yeah, get the smelling salt.
Femo,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Loma,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Canelo,
Left hook, right cross, smelling salt.
Pacquiao,
Yeah, get the smelling salt.
Charlo,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Spence,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Bud,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Fury,
Yeah, get the smelling salt.
Wilder,
Yeah, get the smelling salt.
AJ,
Yeah, get the smelling
you
salt.
know who it,
I'ma knock him out, get the smelling salt.
Punch,
Ooh, baby, you already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Oh man, boxing is heating up, y'all. Boxing is heating up. I am hype. Y'all already know this is episode 14 of the Smelling Salt podcast. Woo-hoo. First and foremost, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Punch Drunk Boxing, the best live commentary, baby. The best boxing analyst. You already know, man. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, independent media. Everybody is doing their thing in the boxing community. Shout out to y'all, man. We keeping boxing alive. We keeping boxing alive. Thank you. Shout out to Top Rank, Bob, Arum, ESPN for keeping boxing alive during these troubling times, during these unfortunate times that we have with the pandemic and the coronavirus, man. My condolences go out to the people that's been affected by the coronavirus, y'all. My prayers go out to y'all. Man, so we got to give shout out to Top Rank ESPN because they are probably the essential workers of boxing. They stayed in the front line. They ain't stopped working. Damn. The old man overworking everybody. Still, Bob Arum, the most prestige promoter in boxing history. Still working harder than the next man. Got to be the one in the front line. Nah, man. Shout out to Bob Arum, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. I got 5 more years to live. Bob Arum, Bobby. All right. People gonna be like, come on, Punch, come on, you really gonna dish your elders like that? Come on. It's just a joke. Come on. All right, he don't got 5 more years to live, y'all. 6, 7, okay? Just play it right. Bob, man, you gonna keep on going, man. Rock it till the wheel fall off, man. Ride it till the wheels fall off. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to PBC as well, man. They just came out with their schedule, Showtime. Oh, baby. I'm hyped. I'm a boxing head. And of course, I'm a boxing content creator. And we were just running out of content, right? We were just talking about what if, who's going to fight him, who's going to fight this person. We were just looking for content. We were just hearing rumors after rumors after rumors. Nothing is definite. Feel me? We was getting tired. Nothing was concrete. Nothing was cemented. But now, thank you. Gracias. Gracias, Al Heyman. Yes. And I've been a little critical about Al Heyman and PBC because I feel like you already know they really don't give a damn about the fans. I think, that's the perception out there. Always looking out for their fighters. Well, you got to do it for the fighters too. And we're gonna get why there are some people out there that's actually, it doesn't sit well, the pay-per-view fights that they announced, but we're going to get to that a little later. Let's talk about the positive because it's been too negative. It's been too negative. So I want to talk about positivity, positive about what's going on. First and foremost, let's focus on what we already been having already, what we saw. Jerry Anderson, heavyweight, the new big baby. Oh, yes, the new big baby. Sorry, Gerald Miller. Cheater. Sorry. No more of that in the sport of boxing. Get out. You're banned. Get the hell out. No more of that. You've cheated enough. You need to go. But you already know, like I said in one of my videos, if you follow the channel, you follow Punch on Boxing, I said, come on, man. It can't happen. He needs to be banned. But that doesn't mean we need to kick him while he's down. He needs some help. Because maybe he's just addicted. He's addicted to being enhanced. He's addicted, y'all. And we just can't kick him while he's down. We got to help him out. But helping him out is not giving him helping him out is not giving him no damn license. Whichever city gives him a license, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. He gotta go. He gotta go. It's already a dangerous sport. You can't do it enhanced, okay? That's it. Needs to go. But, so now, Anderson is the new big baby. He got the name now. Also, Shakur Stevenson with a great win. Also, Joshua Franco with the upset. Oh, baby. Let's go. Oscar Valdez, a couple of days ago. Oh, good turnout. Good grit and good heart shown by Jason Velez, too. Yes. Shout out to Top Rank for holding it down, and for all the fighters. You already know how I consider these fighters. These fighters are my modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Shout out to y'all. DAZN, Golden Boy Promotions, Virgil Ortiz, one of the phenom in the sport of boxing. Woo, 147 going to be fighting. A good step-up fight for Samuel Vargas. A good step-up fight. Yeah, I know Samuel Vargas has fought Earl Spence, Mia Khan, Dennis Garcia. So, of course, there's going to be a type of gauge fight. You know, people going to look at it like, oh, Earl Spence and this guy in this round. Let's see what Virgil Ortiz is going to do. He's going to end him in the first round, in the second round. Let me see. I ain't looking at it like that, but I understand why the boxing world's going to look at that. That's what they're going to do. They're trying to gauge. They're going to try to gauge that fight. But can't wait. But PBC Al Heyman, they pulled the card out. Showtime. Man, I'm excited, y'all. And you know what's so excited? That Showtime pulled the amazing cards out for August, September, October, November, December. We haven't even seen the Fox card. PBC Fox. So everybody's excited about Showtime. PBC. You go, man, hold your horses. Because they haven't even mentioned Fox. They haven't even mentioned Earl Spence and who's going to fight next. They haven't even mentioned Keith Thurman, who's going to fight next. They haven't even mentioned the legend, Manny Pacquiao. They ain't even mentioned going to be his next fight. They haven't even mentioned Caleb Plant. They haven't even mentioned Sean Porter. They haven't even mentioned, guys. They haven't even mentioned Gary Russell. Damn, I can make a beat out of this, yo. They haven't even mentioned, oh, yeah, they did mention Deontay Wilder Fury. Andy Ruiz. Ay, mamas. Ay, Dios. Man, I'm excited, y'all. Boxing is back. Let's talk about the card. Well, the schedule, not the card. Showtime card. Y'all already know they got Fulton Jr. versus Angelo Leo August 1st. David Benavidez going to come back August 15th. Lubin September 19th. Oh, man. Jamal. I'm going to say that one a little last. Sergey Lipinets versus Abdul. I can't say his last name. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce it, y'all. For the IBF interim. That's supposed to be, Abdul supposed to be the mandatory for Earl Spence in the welterweight IBF. But I don't know what's happening right there. He's been a mandatory. He's like the Dillian White of the IBF right now in the welterweight division. But he's going to get his shot. Or who's going to win? Lipinets or Abdul. Let's see who's going to get that shot. Chris Copeland, formerly known as Little B High Prime Time, is back November 28th. He's going to have a bad Thanksgiving. Yep. Nonito Donaire back in Showtime. Nonito Donaire, the legend, the future Hall of Famer. Oh, baby, he's back. And let's talk about the pay-per-view. Showtime pay-per-view. September 26th. Doubleheader. The Charlo brothers are back. Jamal Charlo, middleweight, WBC champion, versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko had a great outing versus Triple G, which, my opinion, when I did the live commentary, I said, Sergey Derevyanchenko whoop Triple G's behind. Oh, yes, I felt like it was a robbery. I did feel it. But you know what got him this fight? Is his performance. And for the people, I've said it enough. It's really, yes, it's about wins and losses. But the most important thing is how you win and how you lose. See, it's how you win and how you lose, which tells you what market, if your market drops, your market rises. Sergey Derevyanchenko, he's lost to Daniel Jacob. He lost to Triple G. But you know what? Those losses the market didn't drop. His stock didn't drop. Just like Sean Porter. When Sean Porter lose to Keith Thurman and lost to Earl Spence, his stock don't drop. Because it's not if you lose or win, but it's how you lose and how you win. Fans are still satisfied with your efforts. Fans are still satisfied with your warrior efforts. Just like Jesse Velez versus Oscar Valdez. Beautiful fight. And you already know we looking for Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Burchett. Ay, Dios mío. That's a Mexican war right there. Los mexicanos van a pelear. Esa es una pelea que yo quiero ver. Miguel Burchett versus Oscar Velez. Not Velez. Valdez. Typo. Charlo, the 154-pounder, versus Jason Rosario. Jason Banana Rosario from Dominican Republic. Man, that's going to be a good fight, man. He's ready for the fight. You know what it is, too? I'm happy about this fight. I'm happy about because Jason Rosario just beat J-Rock Williams. Good fighter, too. Can't wait till he comes back inside the ring, too. You know, he had surgery. Hope he's feeling good. Hope he's ready to get back in the gym and do what he do best. But Jason Rosario shocked a lot of people. He's a big boy. Remember, the fight was it was Philly cheesesteak. You already know J-Rock was for Philly versus Jason Rosario from Dominican Republica. Plátano versus Philly cheesesteak. Guess who won? Plátano. Oh, yes. Plátano more healthy than Philly cheesesteaks. Oh, yes. Anybody know? If you ever ate plátano con los tres golpes, oh, yes. Plátano con los tres golpes. What's that? That is plátano, green plátano, or you can have it with yellow plátano. Los tres golpes, the 3 hits, are eggs, salchichon, and tropical cheese. Oh, baby, the best breakfast. Oh, the best breakfast of Dominican. Y'all know Dominican cuisines. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna call his 1-2-4 punch. You know, the jab, then with the straight right, and then dig to the body. Oh, man, that's los tres golpes. Manguco los tres golpes. He's gonna hit Manguco los tres golpes to Jermell Charlo. Are you ready? He's ready. He's ready for Jermell Charlo. He's ready. He told Samson Promotion, shout out to Samson Promotion, of course. He didn't get a lot of credit. He didn't get a lot of shine. Samson Promotion been doing their thing for quite some times. Y'all already know they got David Benavidez already in the schedule as well. Jason Rosario versus Jorge Linares is also happening. Oh, baby. Samson Promotion's on a roll. Don't forget, he has Sergio Martinez. And don't forget that Samson Promotion. Samson is the one that discovered the great, the GOAT, I say, Senator Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to Samson. Putting fights up for, getting fights for his fighters, man. Good fights, too. Good legacy fights. But that fight's going to be for 3 belts right there. Jermell Charlo, Jason Rosario. You already know the 154-pound division is a hard division. Belts is exchanging like crazy. Belts is exchanging like crazy. The belts ain't faithful to nobody in 154. Ain't faithful to nobody in 154. Shout out thus, Jada Pinkins. Faithful be it, unfaithful be it, untangible. What was it? Entitled. What the hell was she saying? You cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker, and I won't let you back in my life. So I'm taking the house, the cars, the kids, and the dog. I want it all. You're nothing but your lambia. Jada Pinkins. I'm sorry, it's out of boxing play. I didn't like it. Will Smith, every now, maldito cabrón ese tipo. Will Smith is a cabrón. Y'all know Puerto Rican likes using that word, cabrón. Talking about Puerto Rico, erga. From Brooklyn. 14 wins coming by 14 KO. Shout out to Aga. Dios mío, man. This kid is a monster, bro. This dude is a monster. And in my channel, Edgar Berlanga, Diablo, ese tipo, un monstruo. He's a monster. I was talking about, damn, when we going to have the next Puerto Rican star? When are we going to have the next Puerto Rican star? Because, damn, we had, you already know, Camacho. We had Trinidad. Follow up Miguel Cotto. And then it was like, yo, who's going to be the next? Who? Where? I don't this. Where? And here comes a monster. Here comes a monster. Edgar Berlanga. Coños. Damn, that kid is hard, bro. And he's humble, too. He could easily be like, yo, let me get the dudes on the top of the 168. Let me get Plant. Let me get Canelo. Let me get David Benavidez. But you know what he said? I need to get more rounds in. Humble. I need to get more rounds in. I'm not well prepared to go to the elite yet. I got more work to do. See, another fighter just would have been calling people out, but he's humble. He's humble. He know where he's at, so he know where he's going. And he knows what he needs to do. Taking his time. That's the way you got to do it. Shout out Puerto Rico, Boricua. Shout out Brooklyn, stand up. But, yo, a lot of people is upset about the card. The pay-per-view card. Not actually the card, but the people are saying, damn, is Jamar Charlo versus Sergey Derevchenko worth to pay a pay-per-view? I mean, if it was alone, I'm like, hell no. Jamar Charlo, Sergey Derevchenko, pay-per-view? The hell is wrong with you? I was like, yo, when I heard the news at first, I was like, what the is wrong with Al Heyman? Huh? You greedy mother. I was like, yo, I was livid, yo. I ain't trying to pay no pay-per-view for Jamar Charlo and Sergey Derevchenko. What the fuck is going on? You must be crazy, Al. You must be crazy. But then they said, no. They waited a couple of hours or another day because I did it the day before yesterday. I did a video about it. And then in the morning, it was they pulled the card out, the Showtime card, and it's like, no, it's a doubleheader with Jamel Charlo and Rosario. And I said, okay, that's more like it. Okay, I respect you. I respect the pay-per-view. Yet, are they worth pay-per-view fights? Now, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm a boxing head. I got to understand the business of boxing. Just like we understand the business of other respected sports, like the NBA, MLB, NFL, we understand the business. In boxing, the fans really don't understand the business of boxing. You know, boxing like a secret society. You know, we see the purses. You already know they get more than that. They just say the purses and get the 3% for sanctioning fee. The Belt Federation get the sanctioning fees and things of that nature. But they get more money. They get more money, right? Yet, we can't neglect the fact that coronavirus hit hard and you know, negatively impacted these businesses, including boxing. You know? To the point where people got to be forced to take pay cuts. There's no live gate, y'all. There's no live gate. So how are the promoters going to get their money? Sponsors, advertisers. But how these fighters are going to get paid to the level of the market which they already build. How they're going to get paid? No live gate. And this is when the contradiction comes with the fans. The fans want to see the best fight the best. They want to see, if it's not going to be the best fight the best, they want to see themselves. They want to see the elite fighters challenge themselves. So what a lot of people have been saying about Jamar Charlo. I'm talking about Jamar Charlo, not Jamel. Jamel's 154, Jamal's 160. Right? A lot of people are talking about Jamar Charlo. When he's going to fight a challenging fight. When he's going to fight that fight. Right? So Sergey Derevchenko was a good challenging fight. A great challenging fight. Remember, Sergey Derevchenko, like I said earlier, I feel like beat Triple G. A lot of people feel like Sergey Derevchenko beat Triple G. There's a lot of people that feel like Triple G beat Canelo. So this how game is Sergey Derevchenko. He's going to bring it. He's going to bring it, right? But people's like, yo, is that a pay-per-view fight? Come on, man. Has Jamar Charlo even, and when's the last? He just started headlining. And who he fought when he headlined anyway, you know? Now, this is what I mean about got to understand the sport of boxing. Even though I might not like, you know, what's really going on in the pay-per-view. But I got to understand the sport as well. And if you understand the sport as well, and if you love these fighters and respect these fighters, you got to understand these fighters got to get compensated very, very, very well. Now, I'm all for a basketball player getting a pay cut. Baseball, baseball, tennis player, golf. But I really got to be on the fighter's side on this point because they are the one that's risking their lives for our pure entertainment, right? We know that boxing is a life or death sport. You don't play boxing, okay? You do not play boxing. So, if there's no gate, they have to compensate for having no gate. So, having a pay-per-view event is it's not about the fans. It's how to say it, y'all. It's not about taking advantage from the fans and really, I don't think they really want to do this as a pay-per-view. But if you want to see a Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Jermell Charlo, for them to get paid, you got to have a pay-per-view to compensate for no gate. And if you're a fan that be like, I ain't going to pay for that, that shouldn't be no pay-per-view, then don't complain if a Jermell Charlo fights another quote unquote, like they say, tomato can. Don't be mad. Because then you could afford that. But you can't afford 2 top level fighters. You can't. If you want to see a championship fight unification bout like a Jason Rosario and Jermell Charlo, you got to understand it's not going to come in cheap. There's no live gate. These guys are going to be compensated. A fight like this, they supposed to get compensated because a fight like this actually supposed to be their highest paid, their highest paid purse, highest paid fight, high risk, high reward. We want them to get high rewards, right? I mean, of course, if you don't want to pay for pay-per-view, don't pay it. But me, I'm a boxing head and I respect fighters and I understand what they put themselves to, and I'm just eager to see great boxing. I understand if you want to pay the pay-per-view. I understand if you do not want to pay for the pay-per-view. I understand that. And I understand very, very well that this is not a pay-per-view caliber of fight. Because a pay-per-view for me is fights in which it's a mega fight. The type of fight that the fans demand. Demand. That's the word of the day. Demand. Fans like to demand again. Fans demand a lot from these fighters. Fans also demand that Jermell Charlo challenging himself with a great potential opponent. Now, listen to the word demand. If you're demanding them, then there's price for that demand. If you don't care, it'll be free TV. But you're demanding it. And these guys needs to get paid. There's no live gate, so they need something to compensate, whether we like it or not. Whether I like it or not, I got to understand it. That's what it is. Do I like it? No. Do I understand it? Yes. Do I want to see these guys challenge themselves? Yes. And I'm willing to pay for it? Yes, because I'm a boxing head. Now there's going to be people out there that's going to criticize because of these times and a lot of people out the job. But damn, when they got a UFC fight and the issue with Jorge Masvidal in the 6-day notice and they rack up 6.3, 6.5, 6.8, whatever number it is, 6.3 million pay-per-view buys, then somebody getting some money. Or people are just wasting their stimulus check money on pay-per-view. You know? But I'm willing to buy the pay-per-view because I feel like that's a good event. And the only way we're going to see guys fighting, the only way you want to see your elite fighters fight another elite dude or highly qualified, challenging dude, they demand to get paid. They demand to get paid. And it's hard to say, even though, yes, people going through a tough time. And yes, in the world, a lot of people is taking their pay cuts. A lot of people is out the job. So we can understand all of that. But for me to ask a fighter that's risking his life to take a pay cut, and they work their ass off to reach a level in their market value, it's hard. So PBC, which normally always look out for its fighters, Al Heyman cares about the fighters. Al Heyman do not care about you and I. We're not his clients. He don't care. Remember, he's advisor and manager. We're not his clients. That's why he don't answer to us. That's why he don't even want to answer questions, because he does not work for us. He works for them to get them the best deals, money-wise. So whether we like it or not, I got to understand it. So again, my statement is, I do not like the pay-per-view, but I understand why pay-per-view needs to be set for this type of fight. So I support the fighters getting paid for this fight. Are we looking at this pay-per-view like, oh my God, it's going to do $1 million? No, I don't think they're even looking at it like that. But they got to compensate. They got to bring in some more cash. If you can't get a live gate, they compensate it with a pay-per-view. So if it's 100,000 pay-per-view buys, trust me, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to reach that level of compensation. It's going to reach that. It's going to reach. Now, let's move on to Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz pay-per-view. That's also on the schedule. Gervonta Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, October 24. Now, if y'all check one of my episodes when I'm talking about Gervonta Tank Davis about self-destructing, of course, I don't want him to self-destruct. I don't. He's a special fighter, y'all. There's good fighters. There's fighters with potential. There's great fighters. But then there's special fighters. And Gervonta Tank Davis, the gorilla, is a special fighter. So special that people don't even want to critique his skills. You don't hear that in no debate. In no debate, in no channel, in no platform. You do not debate his skills. I've been in so many debates, so many channels, oh man, we talk boxing all the effing time. It's no debate about his skills. Nobody talks about his skills, downplay his skills, discredit his skills, nothing of that nature. The only thing with Gervonta Tank Davis is he going to come prepared. He's going to be focused. He's going to be determined. He's going to come in weight. Because we already know the 3 of his last 4 fights, he missed weight. Luckily with Gamboa, with that fight, WBA gave him 2 hours to make weight. I never heard that one before. But even Gervonta Tank Davis, hours ago, said, I promise to give my all in camp, and I promise to go even harder in the fight. Man, Gervonta Tank Davis knows what's going on, and Gervonta Tank Davis knows the critique that's attached to his name. The critique is, if Gervonta Tank Davis comes and show up, if he comes and show up, if he goes to camp and be dedicated to the sport, be dedicated to this craft, be dedicated to the point. Now, you're not going to camp for fat camp. You're not going to camp to try to make weight and lose 40 pounds and lose that little gut that we seen in the sparring matchup versus Red Catch. Yeah, you whoop that ass, but the belly just, whoo-hoo, feel like poking it. You know, no boy, whoo-hoo. But that's all we could talk about. And there lies the contradiction. Just like I said earlier, people want to see these fighters fight, and now they fighting. Now you see a unification bout with 154. You see Jamal Charlo, challenging himself, but then people are still upset because it's pay-per-view. Come on, we gotta be content somewhere, somehow. It's like Gervonta Tank Davis. Oh my God, he's in Baltimore. Oh man, what the hell is he doing in Baltimore? Riding dirt bike and stuff like that. Well, he's not in the gym with Floyd Mayweather like Devin Haney. What the hell's happening to Gervonta Tank Davis? Man, he's not hungry. He's not focused. He don't got no dedication. He don't got no professionalism. And then then we see him working out. And he's sparring. And he's doing mitt work. And then we like, look at his belly. We never content. We're never content. And that's how we contradict ourselves. Come on, the sport of boxing, I'm all about positivity. At the end of the day, I'm doing this platform to uplift the sport of boxing and uplift these modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators. They put their life on the line for my pure entertainment. I'm here for them. And of course, we could joke around and crack jokes and hold these boxers accountable for their words. And, I usually give Mr. Pinocchio, I'm a real boy. cry when I hear some lies from these boxers. But at the end of the day, I understand their struggles. I understand their sacrifice. Gervonta Davis, that's the only thing. That's the only thing we think about. If he comes ready, if he goes to the gym, put some more tools in the toolbox because he's still young enough to actually evolve his skills and evolve his game. He's still young enough to put more tools in the toolbox. That is scary. But sometimes a lot of boxers reach to this level and they just, they're running with their skills that they already, build since the amateurs. A lot of boxers don't get better. And when they get better, you see it. You see Canelo Alvarez, how he got better. Used to be on mud feet and now he moves around elusive. Oh man, he could just switch. You could see Bud Crawford, a gym rat, switch up, could do a lot of things, add more tools to the toolbox. You could see the guys that go into the gym and implement more into the toolbox. Gervonta Davis is young enough to implement more into the toolbox. I just don't want Gervonta Davis to be a prize fighter. We need Gervonta Davis and all these fighters to be a professional fighter. Is a difference. Professional and a prize fighter is very, very different. A prize fighter just get paid and prepare. Logan Paul and KSI, that could be prize fighting right there. But a professional fighter, they gotta live it every day, 24/7. What they eat, how they live, how they work out, how they stay in shape. Always gotta stay ready. You just can't be walking around carrying the belt. You just can't be a champion for that night. You got to live like a champion. You got to live it. Because then these boxers are contradicting themselves. This is a dangerous sport. This is a dangerous sport. If it's so dangerous, y'all got to take this issue a little bit more serious than what we seeing right now. Gervonta Davis, if this is a dangerous sport and it's life or death, and this goes out to everybody, set the tone. Set the tone. Be ready. Show the people on the outside that, this ain't easy. I got to stay prepared. I got to stay sharp because the man across from me is trying to take my life. There's no shortcuts here. The other man across from me, another man, another woman, also shout out to the women boxers out there, they're trying to take my life. I can't play boxing. Preparation is more than just leading up to a fight. It's a lifestyle. And if Gervonta Davis implement that professional fighter lifestyle, then there's no type of critique when it comes to Gervonta Davis. Unless you want to talk about what him and his baby mama, that's their personal ish. I don't want to be talking about that. That's their personal ish. I don't want to talk about what me and my wife got to go through. Or I don't want to hear about what you and your wife got to go through. That's your own personal business. I understand that shit came out to light. It went viral. But also let's share that they move on. They reconcile. They working hand in hand, being great parents to his princess. Let's talk about the great stuff. Shout out to all these boxers, man. People make mistakes. It's our job to help them through it and forgive them. Come on, let's be human here. Except for Gerald Miller. No, he got to go. So, Leo Santa Cruz versus Gervonta Davis. Leo Santa Cruz, constant professional. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for Gervonta Davis. You're dealing with a guy that is a constant professional. Stay ready. But of course, we look at it, if Gervonta Davis comes ready, he would do the job. Leo Santa Cruz, but there's no walk in the park. Had his war with Frampton, lost, got it back. Abdul Mares, he was supposed to be fighting Gervonta Davis and he pulled out. You know, been a champion for quite some time. Been a champion since 2011. For a decade, Leo Santa Cruz been doing this thing. This guy is a champion. And it's not going to be easy for Gervonta Davis. They're going to be fighting at 130 pounds. The question is, if Gervonta Davis is going to go back to the 130 pounds, he's going to be healthy, he's going to look good. He's going to miss weight. He's going to go into fat camp. I hope not. I'm going to take Gervonta Davis for his word. He's going to go to camp and do his thing. But that ain't going to be an easy fight. They're going to be fighting for the 100. They're going to be fighting for Gervonta Davis regular 135 WBH strap. And Leo Santa Cruz belt is on the line. The WBA super featherweight titles is on the line as well. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. I really don't like it. It should just be one belt on the line. It should be just one belt on the line. Probably Gervonta Davis could vacate the belt because I don't even think he cares about that belt anyway. I mean, once Lomachenko in the 135 got the super WBA, you're not mandated to fight that regular champion, but, you know, so WBA got to take care of that. That's a pay-per-view fight. Is it a pay-per-view fight? I'm surprised that Gervonta Davis got a pay-per-view fight before Danny Silva Garcia. Before Danny Silva Garcia. Danny Silva Garcia. Can't believe he hasn't headlined a pay-per-view fight, but Gervonta Davis is headlining one? Wow. That's strange. Danny Silva Garcia looking at Al Heyman like, yo, mom, what is it? I'm Puerto Rican? What is it? I feel sorry for Danny Silva Garcia because I believe that he earned his pay-per-view bout just like Errol Spence. Like Errol Spence versus Mike Garcia. Should have been a pay-per-view bout. I don't know. Should Keith Thurman and Danny Silva Garcia with the pay-per-view bout? I did like that it was Prime TV. I did like it. But all I'm saying is I'm happy that these fights are made, are scheduled. Now we could be talking about matchups. We could analyze the fight. We could actually have breakdowns and look forward to what's happening. The promotional aspect. Again, PBC, Fox, PBC still haven't even rolled out their schedule. And I can't wait for that. I cannot wait to listen to who Andy Ruiz is going to be fighting. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't want to hear no paper, if you don't want to see or pay pay-per-view, just take it into account that you're going to see these elite fighters fighting tune-up caliber of fights, caliber opponents. The only way they're going to see, if you want to see these guys in a challenging bout with another guy that's an elite, is going to be pay-per-view because there's no gate. So fans, you have to choose. You have to choose. Are you going to pay for a challenging bout, seeing these elites challenge themselves? Or you don't want to pay because at this time you feel like it's effed up and you don't feel like PBC should be putting out pay-per-views that the fans ain't calling for, or demanding, then you're going to see these guys fight the quote-unquote tomato cans. Like a lot of people, I don't call nobody tomato cans, but I'm so y'all can understand me, what I'm trying to say. Low opposition, but do not complain. Do not critique. Do not critique. Like I said earlier, I understand, but you got to understand the business of boxing as well. You got to understand it, whether you like it or not. There's no live gate. Some money got to come through. And if you love boxing like I love boxing, and you respect these fighters, then you got to understand they got to be compensated. And if they already reached a level market-wise, you know, it's unfortunate they got to come back down. Look at Amanda Serrano. She wants her money. Eddie Hearn needed her to take a pay cut. Now that's a he say, she say. Amanda Serrano got their side. Eddie Hearn got his side. Fighting happening with with Katie Taylor. Bummer. Couldn't wait for that fight. But I hope we get it soon. There are certain fights that needs a live gate. There's just certain fights that need that. Right? There's a lot of fights that we want to see. A lot of fights that I'm very, very eager to see. And very happy that it's actually being made. We've got to give credit to the guys making these fights. We got to give credit to the promoters that's giving us these fights as well. Showtime Boxing, 9 live events, 18 undefeated fighters, 9 world champions, 8 world championship fights. Can't ask. I mean, at this time, it's good. This time is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the update of what's happening in PBC. Fourth quarter, and it's more to come, y'all. It's more to come. Still going to be talking about, still on the line, on the pipeline. We want to know what Bud Crawford is going to be doing. And like I said in one of my shows, I said, you know what? If Bud Crawford don't step up his opposition, I'm sorry. There's no way that I'm going to keep him top 3 pound for pound. And there's no way that anybody in the pound for pound list keeps Bud Crawford top 3. It just can't. He needs to up his position. I give all the credit in the world for Bud Crawford, but I'm not giving no extra credit. He's only top 3 because what he did in 140 became undisputed. He's holding on to that, but you know what? Everybody, a lot of people is doing their thing. It's unifying. Charlo, if he's unified versus Banana, Plátano Maduro, if he unifies, I'm putting him in 10. I'm putting him top 10. On pound for pound. I'm putting on the list. If you know who it fights Casimero, 1-2. 1-2. That's number 1, number 2. If you unify with Casimero, he's gonna go top 3. Bud Crawford, you gotta move down. Sorry. Love you. But you gotta move down. You gotta move down. Until you actually have a fight. And those fights is gonna be pay-per-view too. If you want to see Bud Crawford challenging himself, that's going to be pay-per-view. If you fight Kell Brook, pay-per-view. Sean Porter, pay-per-view. Daniel Garcia, pay-per-view. I would like to see Bud Crawford go to 154 and fight Lara. That would be an awesome fight. That would be a good fight. That would be an awesome fight. Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko. We're going to be talking about that in another episode too, because that fight gets its own episode. That fight gets its own episode. Probably get shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Shout out, be on the channel. Great interview we had with him. Great insight. Shout out to all the fathers in the sport of boxing. You already know how I feel. I'm an advocate for fatherhood. So again, y'all can email your boy, punchdrunkboxing@gmail.com. Want to support the channel, want to support the movement, want to support the podcast, Cash App donations, Cash App, $ punch drunk, PUNSHDRUNK, punch drunk. You donate to the channel. Stay tuned to the live shows, commentary this Friday, Virgil Ortiz versus Samuel Vargas. You already know the best live commentary. Your boy got it right here, Sean. Yo, I love y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comment box. Go subscribe to the channel. Punch Drunk Boxing. Leave comments over there. We're going to be chopping it up. Look out for episode 15 later on this week, probably tomorrow. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.